Good morning to all of you. Today we will continue with one more interesting chapter of class 9 related with line and angles. So in this chapter we will go through with introduction part, pair of angles and parallel line and transversal concept. If you see my left and right hand side, some teaching aids are there related with some basic terms and definition. So first we will start with the introduction part. So as you know, the first thing in lines and angle is point, and generally we denoted point by this. So if you see here, what is written here, what is the meaning of point? For example, if I am saying this is my A point, this is my B point, and this is the C point. So if you see here, it is written here कि a dot having no length, width or depth, only fixed point, only fixed position is a point. So if you see in this dot, there is no length, no width, only fixed position is there, and it is denoted by, you can say A, B, C, any English alphabets. Okay. Then we will come to our next point, that is line segment. What is line segment? So if I am saying, if I am taking 2 points and join it, okay, this is X point and this is Y point. So it is related with line segment. It means it has 2 endpoints. So as you see here, it is written line segment, it is a part of a line. It has 2 endpoints and it has fixed length. Then we will come to the next point. Then what is the meaning of line? So the line meaning is, for example, if this is C point and this is D point, if we extend it in both the direction, endless direction, you can say both the side, then we can say this is the concept of line. As you see here, it is written a set of continuous points which extends indefinitely. It has only length, no width and no endpoints, and it is represented by small letters. We will represent the line by any small letter. It may be L, M or N. So this is the difference between point, line segment and line. Then we will come to the next point, that is ray. What is the meaning of ray? So if we are taking one point here and we extend only in the one direction, it may be right hand side direction or left hand side direction, and if we are taking here one point A and here we will take O, then we can say it has only one end point, as you see here. So this is the diagram related with ray. So in this introduction part, I want to tell you what is the difference between point, line segment, line and ray, and I hope with the help of these diagram it is very much clear to you what is the meaning of point, line segment, line and ray. After this, we will come to on the next point. See what is the meaning of angle. Before coming to on pairs of angles, I want to continue with the meaning. What is the meaning of angle? So as you know very well, these type of 2 arms when intersect each other at point O, and this is OA and this is OB, then we can say when OA and OB both are intersecting at point O, then this portion is related with angle. So we can say it is denoted by angle AOB because O lie in middle, O is related with this angle, or we can say it is also represented by DOA. For example, if this angle is 50 degree, then we can say measurement of angle AOB, this is equals to 50 degree, or we can say measurement of angle BOA, this is equals to 50 degree. So this is the concept of angle. Now we will come to the next point. What is the meaning of pairs of angles? So basically this concept includes 2 or 3 points. So first we will come to on adjacent angles. What is the meaning of adjacent angle? So if we draw a line, this is A, B, and one line or ray in this way. So we can say, for example, this is OC. OC is the common arm, and OA and OB both are non-common arm. So how can we will define adjacent angles? If you see these two angles, angle BOC and angle AOC. These two angles are there, and OC is the common arm. OC is the common arm. And what about OA and OB? OA and OB both are non-common arm, and O is the common vertex. So we can say these two angles are adjacent angles because OC is the common arm for both the angles, O is the common vertex for both the angles, and OA and OB both are non-common arm. If these conditions are satisfied, that type of angle is known as adjacent angles. As you see here, the diagram of adjacent angles are also given here, and it is written here: two angles having common vertex and one common arm, and the other two arms are on opposite sides of the common arm. As you see here, OA and OB both are opposite arms which are lie on both the sides of common arm. OA in left hand side and OB in right hand side. So after adjacent angles, we will come to on the next point, linear pair. So what is the meaning of linear pair and how can we will define it? So if I am saying, if I am taking one line, again this is your AB, and one ray, this time I am taking X, and this is, for example, M. So how can we will define linear pair? So if I am saying the angle BXM plus angle AXM, if we include both these angles, if their sum becomes 180 degree, exact 180 degree, then it is the concept of linear pair. So here you have to pay attention, both angles should be adjacent. As we see here, X is the common vertex for both the angle, XM, or you can say MX is the common arm, and AX and BX both are the non-common arm which are lie opposite sides of common arm. AX is in left hand side and BX in right hand side. So if the sum of these two angles is equivalent to 180 degree, that is the concept of linear pair. I want to include one more thing here. Linear pair is the sum of only and only two angles. It is not the sum of more than two angles. So this is the condition for the linear pair. So as you see here, it is written here, if pair of adjacent angles whose sum is 180 degree. In linear pair of angles, opposite rays from a straight line. So if this angle is 45 degree, then what about we will say about this angle? So definitely we will calculate this angle by 180 minus 45. It means it becomes 135 degree. And if you want to cross verify our answer, you add these two. Again their sum becomes 180 degree. This is the concept of linear pair. Then we will come to on straight angle. So again I am drawing one line A, B. So this is the angle. If I am taking O, okay, and if I am taking here X and Y, two more points, we can say XOY, it is related with straight angle, and the sum of this angle is equivalent to angle XOY is related with 180 degree. One another concept is there in straight angle. If I am saying this is AB line and there are three angles 1, 2 and 3, and this is your M, N, P related with O, then we can say angle BON plus angle MON plus angle NOP, their sum becomes 180 degree. So this is also the concept of straight angle. One more angle is there. One is BOM, then MON, NOP, and one more angle is there, that is your angle POA. If their sum becomes 180 degree, so this is also the example of straight angle. Okay, it means straight angle includes more than one angle. Then we will come to on a very simple thing, that is acute angle. So if the angle lie between 0 degree to 90 degree, that type of angle is known as acute angle. As you see here, this is the angle related with 45 degree, COA. Then we can say angle AOC equals to 45 degree. It is the example of acute angle because it is lie between 0 to 90 degree. If I am taking obtuse, so the angle which is lie between 90 degree to 180 degree. For example, this is the diagram of 120 degree. If I am taking here X, O, Y, then we can say X O Y equals to 120 degree, and it is the diagram of obtuse angle. Then we will come to on right angle. Right angle means exact 90 degree. If you see here, if we are taking angle AOB, this is the angle of 90 degree. That's why we can say angle AOB or BO equals to exact 90 degree. This is our right angle. After this, come to a complete angle. What is the meaning of complete angle? So if I am saying if these two lines are intersecting each other, this is angle 1, or it is better we change the diagram. What is the meaning of complete angle? If you see here, this is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, this is AB line, this is CD line. So we can say the sum of all the angles 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. If this becomes 360 degree, that is the meaning of complete angle. Okay. Now we will come to on the next concept, that is the parallel lines and transversal. It is one of the important concepts of this chapter, that is line and angles. So in this concept, as you know very well, first we will come to on parallel lines. Parallel lines never intersect each other. So these two are parallel lines. L and M both are parallel to each other because both are not intersecting each other. And one more transversal line, that is your P, which intersect L and M at these 2 points. Okay, so we are saying different angle will generate. As you see here, this transversal line P intersect L and M, which are already parallel at these 2 points, and we can say this is angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So we can say angle 1 and angle 3 both are equal because both are vertically opposite angle. As we know very well, whenever two lines intersect each other, these two angles will equal, or these two angles are equal, and this is the point of intersection. This is the concept of vertically opposite angle. When we apply same concept here, so as we see here, angle 1 and angle 3 both are equal. Same procedure, angle 2 and angle 4, same region, vertically opposite angle. Then we can say angle 5 equals to angle 7, same region, or we can say angle 6 is equal to angle 8. So whenever two lines are intersecting each other, some angle will generate. So as you see in this diagram, or as per this concept, we can say angle 1 and angle 3 are equal, angle 2 and angle 4, angle 6 and angle 8, and angle 5 and angle 7 are equal. So this is the concept of vertically opposite angle with the help of parallel lines and transversal lines. Now we will come to the next angle. Corresponding angle. With the help of this diagram, how can we will identify corresponding angle? So as you see here, angle 2 that is lie above the line L, and angle 6 that is lie above the line M. So we can say angle 2 equals to angle 6 due to corresponding angle. Same in the right hand side also, angle 1 lie above the line L and angle 5 also lie above the line M. So we can say angle 1 is equals to angle 5. Now we will apply angle for angle 3 and angle 7. Angle 3 lie below the line L and angle 7 lie below the line M. So we can say angle 3 equals to angle 7. Same in the right hand side, angle 4 equals to angle 8. So this is the concept of corresponding angle. If you apply on the left hand side of the transversal, it means same concept you will also apply on the right hand side of the transversal, and P is the transversal line. Transversal is also a line. So after this corresponding concepts, we will come to the next point. It means with the help of this diagram, we will identify so many angles. Okay, now we will come to the next concept. If you see, Z shape is there. Okay, again mark it. Okay, so we can say angle 3 and angle 5 both are related with alternate interior angles. Okay, if you see angle 3 and 5, Z shape is there. So we can say angle 3 and angle 5 both are related with alternate angle, and both the angles are lie between L and M. That's why they are interior. Same procedure. If you see here, this time I am marking here. So again this is a Z shape. So we can say angle 4 and angle 6 both are equal. Again same concept is there. This is your alternate interior angle. So what about the exterior? So as you know very well, 1, 2, 7 and 8 all are exterior angle. 3, 4, 6 and 5 are interior angle because they are lie between the line L and M. So if we are talking about angle 1 and angle 7, then what we will say angle 1 and angle 7, or we can say angle 2 and angle 8. These are also equal, but this time the region is alternate exterior angles. Because 1, 2, 7 and 8, all these four angles lie, if you see, outside the line L and M. That's why we can say these are exterior angle or alternate exterior angle. So after this alternate concept, we will come to the next point. If you see 3 and 6, both are interior angles and both are lie on the same side of a transversal. So we can say if the sum of angle 3 plus angle 6 becomes 180 degree, then if the sum of angle 3 and 6 is 180 degree, then how can we will define? Then we can say if the sum of these two angles is equivalent to supplementary, it means both the angles are interior. On the same side we can say, what about this angle 4 plus angle 5? When we will add these two angles, their sum should be equivalent to supplementary or equivalent to 180 degree. So either you will add 3 or 6 lie on the left hand side of the transversal line, their sum should be 180 degree, or if we add these two angles 4 and 5, their sum should also be 180 degree. If their sum is not equal to 180 degree, it means we can say L is not parallel to M. This is the symbol of not parallel. And the sum of these two angles is equivalent to 180 degree, it means L is parallel to M. If you see in this diagram, this is the concept of linear pair also, 1 and 4. If we add two angles 1 and 4, their sum becomes 180 degree. Same for 6 and 5. Same for 6 and 7. So with the help of this diagram, with the help of this concept, parallel line and transversal, we will define so many angles. It may be corresponding angle, it may be alternate interior angle, it may be alternate exterior angle, and this is also the concept. This is the concept that whenever interior angles lie on the same side of a transversal, their sum should be equivalent to supplementary, their sum should be equivalent to 180 degree. Same for angle 4 and angle 5. So with the help of this diagram, we will define so many angles and so many concepts. So I hope with the help of the introduction part, pair of angles, parallel lines and transversal concept, and with the help of these teaching aids, the concept of lines and angles are very much clear. This is the concept related with some basic terms and definition. You will again go through with all these diagrams so that you will learn about the concept of vertical opposite angles, pairs of angles, transversal line and parallel lines. In my next video, I will tell something more about line and angles. I will tell some more theorems related with line and angles, and in that video I will take all these concepts. Thank you very much.